Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Cardinals head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Got a little grass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Might have a chance. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Back to throw, it's Sperry. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire on second down. Going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Open spaces. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. A pick 6. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. A give to Brown. Picks up the 1st down. Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Knowles will have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off, Isaac Brown. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. The short, and he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call on 1st down from the 13-yard line. Running inside, it's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Carter. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Trying play action. Fires quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the middle. The short hands, it's Wiles. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Knowles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hand off for Brown. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. Flips it out on the screen. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Brown. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. defense trying to take it back. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Cardinals. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run play action. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Maybe a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's a heat. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed. And you got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Berry. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with UTSA taking on the USF Bulls. And it's the Roadrunners with a statement victory here in a surprising result.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes it past the marker. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown Cardinals. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, you got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Wants to throw. It's Barry. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether...
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He's got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
The coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the back. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. There have been few obstacles signals for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Hand off, Isaac Brown.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McCoy. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect, everything going their way there.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the #1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Slithers into space. Powers through the defender. Big running play. Gets it out to the 20 before he steps out of bounds.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. And they were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the play.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll ride Davis here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Give to the running back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll leave it with him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce 1 too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The give as they work on that clock. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the counter. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to Davis. Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.